Hola, Gustavus.
And Guten Tag, and welcome to another episode of GAC TV over International Week. I'm Jerica Massey.
And I'm Shelby Wilds. International Week is summed up with the International Festival. So our reporter Elena talked with the festival's coordinators, Joey and Dasha, to encourage you to participate on Saturday from 6 to 8.
So the International Festival has been going on for a very long time in Gustavus. I remember coming my freshman year and having a blast. It's a celebration of cultures, specifically those that are represented at Gustavus, either by people who come from those countries to study with us here on the Hill, or by people who have been there or find a fascination in the country.
It's an event where a lot of groups on campus that are cultural groups, language groups, and just people in general, students in general who like different cultures or who like to explore different traditions or they've been to other countries.
Come there just ready to, I don't know, be amazed, I think. I mean, you'll have the tables and go around, kind of travel in a sense around the world by looking at pictures and souvenirs, talking with people.
People usually go around the booths and kind of look at different displays. They learn about different cultures. They learn about traditions. There might be some food at the displays.
We have Russian singing. We're going to have dances from Olas. We're going to have some Chinese poetry, Vietnamese poetry, African music. We'll have everything. So you can definitely be expected to not be bored the whole time.
Thanks, Elena, and see you there in Alumni Hall on Saturday from 6 to 8.
Our reporter and foreign exchange student, Sophie, traveled on over to the Swedish house behind IC to discover what Gustavus has, a continuing tradition of FIKA.
Of the Viking Society this week to talk a little bit about what they do here on campus. Now, the Viking Society, they keep the ties to Sweden strong by hosting a FIKA night every Thursday night here on campus. What is FIKA night, you might ask? Well, let's talk to them and see what they had to say about it.
Every Thursday night, the Swedish House has a public FIKA that we open to everybody on campus. FIKA is really great. The way I think of it is that FIKA is many things. The word fika in Swedish is a noun and also a verb. A fika it's a concept. It's like a coffee break or a snack break, but it's not just drinking coffee and having snacks. It's taking the time out of a day to sit down and drink coffee and enjoy a snack while being together with people in your community or your coworkers or your friends.
It's basically a coffee break. Swedes have fika a lot more than we do. We do have it once a week. They probably have it daily on average. But I think on campus it takes on a bit of a different aspect because it's not just like a coffee break. Like at work, you might have your 15-minute break. Here it's a bit more like getting together with, friends around campus and having a structured time off in your week.
We always offer it as kind of a study break. It's from 9 to 11 p.m. You can come if you're interested in Scandinavian studies. Students who are taking a Scandinavian studies course come. A lot of times if you need help on Scandinavian homework, like Swedish homework, you can come and get help. There's several people here who are quite fluent. But it's not just for people who are taking Swedish classes. People who want to come just to take some time, bring a couple friends, have some snacks, talk, meet new people. It's not like everybody here speaks Swedish. If you want to speak Swedish when you come to a FIKA, you can. But it's very opening and welcoming and a time that we like to set aside to open our house to people who are interested in learning about it and to people who want to have a place to gather and try and break up that hectic, chaotic life.
It's structured downtime. The fact that we don't do anything extraordinary, there's not going to be anything too taxing or whatnot, it's just conversation and coffee. So it's nice and easy and it's a good way just to let off some steam.
Every FIKA is a little bit different. We have different people host each week within the Viking Society. There's usually, we always have coffee, there's always tea. Some people have a more traditional Scandinavian or Swedish route for cooking.
I mean, it's not really all about the Scandinavian studies element, it's more about the break, I would say.
It's a tradition, it's what we do, it's sort of part of our house budget. So it's something that the Viking Society as a whole continues to carry on. So it'd be very strange if we didn't have FIKA nights. They're just so enjoyable.
Wonderful. Let's all come to the Swedish House every Thursday night. Grab a cup of coffee, talk with some friends. Reporting for GAC TV, I'm Sophie Agren.
Tack så mycket, Sophie.
So continuing on in International Week, this past Thursday, some Gusties celebrated Diwali, the Indian culture's festival of lights.
So Diwali is a festival of light, and it's celebrated by Hindus and Jains and Buddhists and Sikhs, and it celebrates the banishing of evil with good. And it comes from the word Deepavali, which is a Sanskrit word for row of lamps. So we're really excited to celebrate it with Crossroads this year. I think it's really cool because it's a chance to come together, and it is a festival. So, I mean, it's a lot of fun. You know, people get to come together about things they don't normally come together over, and it's just a fun chance to celebrate other cultures. As you can see, we decorated with lights and lamps to celebrate the festival, and there's food, traditional Indian food. We also have henna, and we're making lanterns, and then we have some chalk drawings that people are doing. Crossroads is made up of all the members who live in IC. So the biggest thing, if you don't live in IC, is just to come support the events.
So although International Week is almost over, remember to participate in other Crossroads events, like Passover this coming spring, to celebrate diversity here on campus.
And CAB has done it again. We are spiking up the Gustie Cup once again with a volleyball tournament. This tournament will be held on Sunday, November 18th from 5 to 9 in Lund. Make sure to have 2 boys, 2 girls, and then whatever else you want on that team of 5 so that you can win an extra 2 points at the end of your game. The winner will receive $100.
And that's all we have for you tonight, Gustavus. I'm Shelby Wilds.
And I'm Jerica Massey.
Keep it international, Gustavus.
How far apart? Do you stand really far apart?
No, we're fine. I just don't like Carl. That's a lie. We're rolling.
How are we going to add the bad jokes, though?
Ah! Are you serious? Take out my face. Okay.
It's hot in here.
Yeah. Yes, and I don't understand. And that's all we have for you.